Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It's finally Monday, October 26th, 8:17 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. This site's really cool, Fiat Leak. You can look at the whole world or just one country. I'm just looking at the US because that's where I am. And check it out, it shows what is being bought with fiat. So you got people are buying Algo, BTC, and Litecoin this morning, XMR, XRP, XLM. This is just kind of cool. I do see a lot of Ethereum being bought. I kind of dig this. It shows you what people are buying with fiat right now, live. It's pretty cool. Anyhow, this is the Bitcoin Daily View. Let's wait for Coin360 to wake up. Come on, Coin360. Time to show up for work today. Come on, there we go. Coin360. Well, Bitcoin up 1.69% last 24 hours, coming in at 13,000. It's higher than that. This thing seems to be off recently. Anyway, Ethereum still over $400, XRP at 25 cents, etc., etc. It's a green and red day in the market, so says Coin360, but it seems like it's lagging, so let's just kind of ignore it. Not $1 billion in volume last 24 hours for Bitcoin, but I think that might change. So basically, we're coming in at 950 million volume last 24 hours for Bitcoin. I bet you that'll be over $1 billion today, no doubt. Binance, 536 million of that. Coming in next is Coinbase and then Kraken. So there you go, top three exchanges. Binance, where the volume is, longs versus shorts sentiment, 48% longs, 51% shorts. So the grumpy pants over there at Binance are shorting. Let's look at the traditional markets. S&P 500 opening the daily with a red candle. Russell 2000 opening the daily with a long red candle. The DXY, Dollar Strength Index, a green candle this morning, moving up. And the KRE, which I'm kind of using to see U.S. bank strength, it did break the 200 moving average last week, but this morning it's still above, but it is a red candle. So in general, the markets are opening slightly negative, except the dollar strength is increasing this morning. All right, let's look at Bitcoin on the daily chart. We continue our glorious upwards channel, and if you do note, I think something that you can see here in the daily, which is a beautiful thing to see. I mean, check it out. We are definitely working a sideways here. So Bitcoin seems to have found a plateau and it's going sideways at the top of the channel. Note the MACD on the daily. I do like the MACD on the daily for Bitcoin, looking at its big swings. So as you can see, these previous swings before, well, look at that, we're doing it again. And basically the chart does reflect that. Here's the big swing here, you can see chart reflects it. Here's the big swing here in the MACD, chart reflects it. Here's the big swing again here in the MACD. It's beginning to level off. As you can see, the histogram is starting to trend down. So the blue, MACD, is moving towards the signal, starting to close that gap a bit. So are we hitting a plateau? Are we going to go sideways for a while? Well, on the daily, looking at the MACD, which I know is a trailing indicator, it looks like we might be headed for some sideways. All right, looking at the 4-hour chart, directional index is green, ADX is beautiful. The RSI, stochastic and RSI are at the bottom. Definitely room to move up. I did this fib a little while ago, and basically we're right in the middle of the top and the 236. So if we happen to dump a bit on the way up, a good dump spot for a buy would be 12,734, or like basically I'm at 12,800 and 12,700 for possible dip buys, limit orders on the way up. Not financial advice, that's just what I'm doing. 2-hour chart reflects the same. As you can see, we are working some sideways action, and this fib here that I drew in the 2-hour, starting at the 200 moving average cross, the white moving average there, boom. It does seem to be fitting. That's the thing with Fibonacci sequences. You want to draw it and see if it fits. Does the chart reflect it? And the chart is definitely reflecting it here. So here we've got 12,699 would be the next fib level down. If we take a little dump on the way up, I got my buy order in at 12,700 and 12,800. The 618, which would be kind of our, I would say, the most harsh, dip we could imagine on the way up, if we really did retrace, would be at 11,648. So also that would be above below the 200 moving average on the 2-hour chart, which definitely will be getting into bearish territory. But do note that the MACD on the 4-hour chart, actually let me look here, The MACD on the 2-hour chart is positive, and the 2-hour MACD does tend to show, it's a great indicator for immediate price action. I note for Bitcoin, of course, it's a bit indecisive because as you can see, it's a little bit jagged, it's trending down right now, but it is positive. So that's the 2-hour chart. MACD is positive, but a little indecisive. Looking at the 4-hour chart MACD, it's definitely still negative, but it's beginning to trend up. You can see the histogram is trending up. So we are definitely entering this market today on Monday with Bitcoin on a positive sideways. Let's look at the 45-minute chart to really see what's happening this very moment. All right. In the 4-hour chart, the RSI stochastic is a bit exhausted. Directional index is red, and the ADX is kind of low, coming in at about 8. So we are really sideways. There's this same Fibonacci sequence that I drew earlier. I just kind of grabbed it from the beginning of the 200 moving average cross when we started pumping. And so in this 45-minute chart, the 2, 3, 6, our next Fibonacci sequence, if we take a little bit of a dump, would be at 12,872. But what I wanted to note here is we definitely have here in the VPVR, we've got a lot of buy-sell volume. We did create quite a lot between 12,900 to, around 12,900 to 1,300. We definitely have created a lot of buy-sell volume. That tends to be a bit of a magnet that pulls Bitcoin to it. And if you're going to pump or you're going to dump, you're usually going to go to the next nice bump in the VPVR. So if we look, the largest near bump is right here. It's where we're hanging out right now. So we really are beginning to, and you can see it here reflected in the chart. There is previous support and resistance in the chart, and we're creating lots of buy-sell volume right here between like 13,000 and 13,000, let's say 150 or 13,200. So we are really working on creating a new sideways, a new support. We have a lot of buy-sell volume that is building. So now, if you look, given this, the VPVR, if we do take a dump, we have plenty of support at around, 12,950. We have a lot of support there if we do dump. We're building a new support level, I think, up here above 13,000. And of course, the next Fibonacci sequence on the way down is 12,872. So, boom, I mean, we're getting some nice, powerful sideways action, and we're building support there. I wanted to note Ocean against BTC this morning. A lot of alts are doing that. We were cruising up this beautiful upwards channel above the 200 moving average. We were rocking, looking good over the weekend. We dumped hard, and now, boom, we're taking off. So, just noting this because this beautiful Bitcoin sideways action. Yeah, it's great if it pumps, if it keeps going. I'm all about that. It's wonderful. If you're a hodler, then good. I mean, it's pumped recently. It's in a good spot. It's finding support there. I think we're definitely building a new support level. Just a matter of opinion, but I think, sub 10K Bitcoin is something of the past. Maybe even sub 11K or 12K. I mean, we are, I think, finding a new upwards mobility here, and we're finding nice, beautiful buy-sell volume there. We're holding sideways. This is good. This is beautiful. So great, you're making money if you're a hodler, or if you're long in Bitcoin, you're making money. We are sideways right now. The thing about this sideways, and if we continue this sideways this week, I mean, the thing about staying sideways and not pumping, not dumping, but staying sideways and building this VPVR volume and buy-sell volume and support and resistance in the chart is if we stay with a powerful sideways in Bitcoin, you're going to get lots. Boom! Look at that; it just bumped right there. You're going to get great alt opportunities if you know how to find the setups. You're going to be rocking. Anyway, I'll just mention. If you look at the show notes, there is blockchain education in there. They have some great offerings. I'm a member, have been for years. I do not use their automated trading, but what I do use and I have learned from is they have a trading methodology that really, really works. And I've tested it. And if you want to learn a crypto trading methodology that really, really, really works, it's a great place to learn. Sign up for a couple months and learn. That's how, using that methodology exactly, I found this, and I was expecting exactly what happened this morning to happen. As you see, it's happening right in front of your very eyes. We're probably going to get back in this channel and continue up. Anyway, that's all. This is the Bitcoin daily view. Let's see what's going on here, if this will come up. Let's just take a sign off looking at this. Look at that. It is glorious. Look at all that fiat going into crypto. It's a glorious day. It's a glorious Monday. Bitcoin is sideways, and that's great. You're in profit. If you're in profit, if you're long, hopefully, and if not, if you're an alt trader, well, I wish you the best, because this is what the week's going to be looking like for all traders if they have a good trading methodology that works and they keep after it. Take care.